Hi guys, as promised, in this video I'm giving you 4 looks with one palette, and the palette we're using today is the Pat McGrath Mothership 2 Sublime palette. I was really lucky enough to get this at a great sale price from Sephora, New Zealand. I paid half price for it and thought what a great time to add another Mothership palette to my collection. So even though it's been around for a wee while, it is new to me, and I'm going to take you through 4 looks using this one palette on my mature over 50 hooded eyes. If you would like to see those 4 looks, just keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Ange. Thanks so much for joining me in today's video. I like doing makeup videos and skincare videos and other interesting things for the over 50 mature woman. If that sounds like you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every week, and I would love to see you back as I share those things with you. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know each time I upload a video. And let's get into these eyeshadow looks. Okay, so I have the colours going left to right. We have Skin Show Glow, Copper Toned, Iconic, Bronze 005, VR Nectar, Extreme Black, Dark, Rose Dusk, Blitz Emerald, and Astral Ghost Orchid. Going in with a Pro Crease brush number 10 from Sephora, and I am just going to use that shade there as a transition shade. It's very pigmented. So I will blend and blend and blend this. It was a very nice, coolish, neutral shade. And I like this brush, it's very soft and fluffy. I'm really loving this foundation that I've been testing out. It's the By Terry Hydra foundation. It does have a shimmer to it, that shade, but it is probably the closest sort of neutral transition shade in the palette, and I really like it. It's like a satin on the eyelids rather than a shimmery shade once blended out. There are only 2 mattes in this palette, these 2 darker ones here, so being able to use that taupey shade as a transition is really good. And I have just really blended it out so that it creates a really soft start to the eyeshadow look. And as I said, it hasn't appeared too shimmery on my eyelids, it's more of a satin finish. I'm going to take a Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and I'm going to go in with this mulberry purpley shade and just tap that in, and just tap that on my outer corner. Very pigmented. I did not tap in much into the palette with my brush at all, just very, very lightly, and it's giving a ton of pay off. I'm just going to try and go for more of a neutral eye look today. And just Really blending that little circular motions in the outer. Might need to pull my eyebrow up to get into any blank spaces with my hooded eyes, with the fold of skin, having a more mature eye. And I haven't gone back in. I've only dipped this brush in once, super lightly. You can see how much on my brush, and I am just taking my time to blend that out. Out and up. Now, with a lot of my eye looks lately, I feel that I could really just stop where I am now, especially if I wanted to wear this to work. I could stop here before adding any other colours and it would still be a great eye look. I'm going to, with my finger, take this shade here and tap that on my lid. And I have little fat fingers, so I don't tend to do this a lot because I do struggle to get the shade on my lid. So I will go in with a little packing brush, go in with one of my Anastasia brushes with that same colour. And just finish putting that on my inner lid. Then going in with my first blending brush with no extra colour, I'm just going to blend the edges, especially on the inner portion of my eye, just to soften that out. Going in with my second blending brush without any extra product, just touching up the outer corner. Absolutely no extra product on this brush. I'm not going to add a shimmery colour in my inner corner because the blitz shades are very stark and I don't want this to be an over the top look. I am going to go in with this shade here and a Dose of Colours brush that came in a Dose of Colours palette and just run this under my eye. And I'm running that right along. Using the same brush, I'm going to go in with this mahogany burgundy shade and just lift up the outer tail of my eye and just make sure there is colour in that little blank space that I get, especially at the moment my eyes are really watery. I'm going to take the fluffier end of this brush, actually no I'm not, I'm going to take a Morphe little brush and just blend that, still while lifting the skin to get into all the cracks and crevices of my mature eye, just to soften that out a little bit. I'm going to add a black eyeliner to my waterline, some MAC Extended Play Giga Black to my underlashes, and do a little winged liner, but you could stop here if you're wanting a more natural look, but I've been playing with winged liner lately and I find I just feel the more I practice with this the better I'll get, so I will be wearing a winged liner for a little bit until I can perfect my technique. So that is the finished look using those first neutral shades, and that is look number one. And we're going to create another look using this palette. Okay, I'm going to take this shade here with my Morphe R37 brush. I have primed and set my eyes although about an hour ago. I'm just going to tap that in the outer corner, little circular motions, and dragging that across my crease line upper area of my eye. Just building that up. And this shade is not a matte, it is a, I would say a satin shade. And just keep blending with little circular motions. Might just do that one more time. And blending it up and out. Now I'm going to go in with this mahogany purpley shade. It's a very deep mahogany shade. I'm going to go in with my Sigma E45 small tapered blending brush. Tapping that in the outer corner. And I will run it under my eye as well. Lifting that area with the blank space. And getting the line of where I want to blend that from. And I like pulling up at that tail of my eyebrow just so that I can get into any creases and crinkles in my eyes. And I'm looking straight ahead and just wanting to make sure that that is on an upward slope of an angle here. Filling that in, and I might come in just a little bit in that upper crease area, blending with little circular motions all around the edges. And in slightly, and dipping into that first shade and just blending those two shades together in the upper area of the eye. Okay, I might go in with this shade here, which is quite a goldy shade with a pink shift. Yes, I think I'll do that as opposed to the white one. So I'm going to take this gold blitz shade here and I'm just going to, oh wow, press that on the lid. Wow, that's quite stunning. Grab a brush. Very pretty. And I'll just blend that. No extra product on our first blending brush. Taking one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette brushes, I'm going to take the white shade here, which is a Blitz Astral shade, and just pop that. It's very sheer, but just pop that in the inner corner. a black eyeliner, I will line my upper waterline. And the eyeliner I'm using is the Essence Extreme Lasting Eyeliner in Black Love. A little bit of this maroon Essence Long Lasting Pencil in Berry Fantastic. And I'll just run that in my lower waterline. Okay guys, I have lined my upper waterline with the Essence Black Liner. I've lined my bottom waterline with Berry Fantastic, and I've done a very small little liquid eyeliner along the top lash line with a little wing. I am practicing up a storm. I just do want to mention that yesterday I used the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner liquid eyeliner, and it transferred during the day. So I probably will pass this one on to my daughter. Because of my hooded eyes, I do have to be very careful. I do use a fan after applying it to dry down my liner, but sometimes with my hooded eyes and oily skin, it can cause liners etc. to transfer, and this one has proven that it will do that because it's done it to me on a couple of occasions, and yesterday was quite bad. Today I have used the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen in #1 Pepper, and it has two ends to it. One's a very fine end and one is a bit thicker. I'm a bit scared to use the thicker one yet, but I am finding this a good liquid eyeliner and very easy to use as well. So I actually really like that look. It was just a quick last minute look to do. I'm really liking that. So that was using, this is a transition shade, this mahogany is a outer corner shade. I think the blitz shade that I have used here on my eyelids is really pretty. Actually goes with my gym top too, although I will be washing this off before I go and do spin. Okay guys, look #2. I think this is a very wearable look and a very pretty romantic look. Okay, see you for look #3. Look #3. I want to use the green today. Okay, transition shade. I'm going in with this shade here. I have primed and set my eyelids with the Anastasia eyeshadow primer and just a loose powder. I really like this shade in particular. I think it would be a great one and done shadow. And I am just blending that in the outer corner and then window shield wiping action, taking it into the inner corner. This is a really nice taupey brown colour. And I'm just not being too particular about this shade, just really making sure I'm blending it. Okay, I've tried to zoom in just a little bit. Hopefully it will make it easier to see what I'm doing. I've been playing with the settings on my camera and I'm just not sure if it's being true to colour here. I'm definitely more tan because I've been on my beach holiday. This stunning green. I'm going to go in with a random Tarte brush, just a flat packing brush, and I'm going to, should have done my eyes first, pop that colour in the outer. Bad habit of slouching forward in my seat. And just tapping that in the outer corner. And I am getting fallout, so I probably should have done my eyeshadows before my makeup. Okay, I'm going to run that under the eye. And flick that up. And what I think I might do is go in with my finger and just tap that colour on the outer eyelid just to give it some more impact with the colour. And now we've got traffic going by. I'm going to go in with my original blending brush and tap it into that first shade and just re-blend everything in that top bit, very lightly tipping that into the palette. Okay, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just try and tidy that up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go in with this shade here with a flat packing brush. This is a very old, over 30 years old, number 7 brush. Can't even get this brand in New Zealand anymore. We used to have a Boots chemist in our city when I was a teenager, and it was fantastic as a teenager being into makeup, but it's no longer, hasn't been available in our city, let alone country, for years and years. Back in with my blending brush, no extra product. Back in with the brush that we packed the green on, just to add that, and I've done it half my eye rather than even the outer third. Now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Geek Outer V brush, and I wasn't going to do this, but I think I will. Might just blend this a little bit more between the two shades. Okay, going in with my Outer V brush and the black. Don't know if I'm going to regret this, but we'll give it a go. And I'm just going to tap that in the outer corner very lightly, and I'm coming down in a slight angle here. I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to blend it. I just want to deepen that outer edge out. Now I'm just going to tap it under there, which I do quite like the fact of adding that black in. Just really subtly blending it. I don't want to over blend and bringing it in too far. I have to hold all my crinkles up. Once again, taking my sponge, because it's such a deep colour, give it a quick tidy up. A little flick under the eyes from the fallout. I'm going to go back in with my finger, just to add some intensity in that outer corner, because I think your finger gives more intensity than a brush. And just blending that in again. Lots of touching up here because it is a very dark colour, dark combination for me. I'm going to go back in with the original blending colour, and this is where I will get all this seamless in the outer. Lifting up the crinkles or the folds. Might dip into that first transition shade. Now with the black I really blended it out so that it's really more undetectable. Small little brush, and I'm going in with this white shade. And I'm not going to put it in my brow bone because it's too stark. So I'm just going to add it a little bit in here because it has that pink shift to it, so it will blend nicely with the inner lid shade that we put on. I might take a Morphe M456 brush and yep, this mahogany shade, and very lightly run that under the eye. Okay, I'm going to add some black eyeliner in my waterline, MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara, just so that I can get my lash extensions in the right direction. Okay guys, so after adding my winged light eyeliner, which has taken me a wee while today because I'm still practicing, and the only way to get better is to just keep doing it. So that is the winged liner on this look. I think it just finishes the look up, and there we go guys. So that is look number 3 using the green blitzed shade in the palette. I hope you enjoyed that, and we have one more look to try, look number 4 coming up. Look number 4, I am going to take this shade here, which is Iconic, with a Wayne Goss number 17 brush. And I have primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer. Now what I might do, I might use tape this time. Now I have got some medical tape. I quite like this tape because it's quite gentle. I stick it on my hand, and I'm going to just apply that on the outer corner of my eye. Okie dokie, going back with that and taking that out. And into the crease. Now you can really make dramatic looks with this palette, but dramatic looks are not eye looks that I'm going to wear on a daily basis or regularly. So I'm sticking to more subdued eye looks with this palette. And they are a reality of what I would wear. I'm going to take a little Tarte nondescript brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. Back in with the Wayne Goss brush. No extra product, and just getting back into that crease line. Adding just a little bit more in here because I'm going to intensify the outside with the black. And seriously, I could so just finish here. I love this shade, Iconic, and for a work day this could be it for me. I'm taking a little Morphe B37 brush and that black, and I'm just going to go into the outer corner and just emphasize the outer portion of the eye. Okay, going back with the Wayne Goss brush and just blending the inside of that black just to soften it against the peachy shade and blending it at the top. Just go to that edge again to make sure we get a nice sharp line. I'm going to take just a little pencil brush and this shade here and just put a little bit in here, just in that little front portion of the eye. And I'm going to take the tape away, blend just that black in a little. I just like touching up a little bit and making it all look blended. The brush that we packed the black on, I'm actually going to use and go in with this plummy brown and run that under the eye to connect it to the black. And it's got a little bit of the black still on the brush, and I'm just going to smoke that out. I might smoke it out with the brush that we put on the peachy shade. Lifting up my corner, getting into any negative spaces. I'm going to go in with the Essence eyeliner in Black Love and do my tight line. And I'm not sure whether to add a liquid liner. Yes, I might. Okay, so my Tom Ford, I might just go a little bit more with the shade Iconic, starting at the top of where the black is, coming in. And just blending that up and out. And that, my loves, is the finished look for look number 4. So as I mentioned, I created more neutral looks using this palette. You could go really ham and be as dramatic and as bright as you want, but I want to be realistic about how I would wear these palettes, and being bold and super colourful is not me. This is actually a really nice evening going out look. I really quite like this, and I've enjoyed all the colours that I've used, and as I said, I love this shade here, and I can get a lot of wear using this palette for workday looks. Well, my loves, I hope you enjoyed the 4 looks I created using the Pat McGrath Mothership number 2, the Sublime palette. I have really enjoyed using this palette. I'm looking forward to using it a lot more on a daily basis, and I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments below if you like these sorts of tutorials, 4 looks, 1 palette. My videos are probably a bit longer than a lot of others, but if you would like to see more videos with 4 looks, please let me know. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, especially if you did enjoy this. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos aimed at the more mature over 50 woman. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.